So this is Organic Fresno. No, not Organic Fresno. The first cafe, Revive Cafe in Fresno. Their mission to make organic food accessible and affordable, and it's so true. You get some of the cheapest and best organic meals possible here. Sustainable agriculture, they have their own farm, and Revive Health and Wellness, they have their own classes every Sunday, and they're always giving advice, and they do juice cleansers for people, pre-made juice cleansers. They've really got it down very well. As you can see, it's a nice little cafe. They've got their own produce, a lot of their own products on shelf, some great superfoods. They love their superfoods here too. And again, they've got all these interesting facts, which are always interesting to read. Fruit has more energy per calorie than any other food. Absolutely. Beets are high in vitamin A and potassium, good for cleansing liver, kidneys, and gallbladder. Absolutely true. Also great sugar source for exercise. Carrots have beta carotene, great for eyes, reduce cancer, prevent blood pressure. It gets the blood moving. So yeah, so all these little interesting facts. Kale is a powerhouse, which it is. Kale is some of the highest density of vitamins, minerals, amino acids. Some can be a little bit hard to digest for some people. Tara was just telling us yesterday, which is common knowledge, well, to me, to remove the stalk, because that's the hard part to digest. And you'll know when you start chewing it, it takes a while to chew. And juicing is very effective with it. They have the Norwalk juicer at the other cafe, as I was saying, so that's the best way to juice kale, to get everything out of it. Other than that, lightly steaming it sometimes helps, and just chewing it like a gorilla is like the best way. Because you got to remember, when you're chewing something, you're mixing it with your saliva, so it's also really aiding the digestive process. So Revive Cafe works by making 3 different dishes every day, all raw food and 1 cooked soup. It's picked every morning, and they come up with a different creative dish every day. And the beautiful thing about Revive is the recipes are really simple. They're not complicated. Anyone can sort of replicate them. And more than anything, they're healthy. They move. They Revive, unlike many other cafes, their focus is not just on taste, but it's actually moving people in the direction of what's actually good for you. From a caloric value to nuts and seeds, how many of that's in it, and more or less trying to get as many greens into you as possible. Smoothies are fantastic. I've had them all now and I love them all. Kitchens, nice and simple. Open kitchen, so you can see how everything's getting prepared. They do desserts, you know, in the batches, so you've got everything happening here. There's some energy balls, there's some raw desserts. And yeah, so not too much more to say. We'll talk to the Tara runs everything, but this is Kyle, good friend now. Can you say a couple of things about Revive and its message to the world?
Well, we're a raw food cafe. Everything here is organic. We try to source as much things as possible locally. Probably 80% is local.
Yeah, local, by the way, guys, is the most important. Local means less travel, and less travel means more
nutrition.
More nutrition, and it's more nutrition because the actual vegetables and fruit were attached to the soil, and the soil is giving it its high vibrational energy, which starts to exist inside you when you eat it so fresh. So local is huge. People think raw, yeah, as long as it's raw it's good, but if it's raw from Mexico, you might as well eat conventional local. So I mean,
and we're supporting the farmers locally so that more people will farm this organic food lovingly. Absolutely.
I've also noticed that the prices are very, very good and makes eating raw accessible for everyone, and Revive seems to do that more than any other cafe I've ever been to.
That's really one of our goals. We're actually a non-profit, and we also take food stamps, and we're also involved in many programs. We're not involved currently, but several months throughout the year, we're involved in programs where they actually double the food stamps if people eat healthy. So we try our best, and as you may notice, we're not located in a fancy dancy part of town. We're located where everyone can access us.
it's all, I've noticed that in a place like Fresno, with you guys opening, you've really made it work. And a lot of people would say you're crazy, and even we're trying to open up we want to open up our own raw food restaurant, and people are all about, you know, saying getting the location right, but Revive has managed to, the location hasn't mattered.
Good enough, people will come to you.
Yeah,
absolutely. And my mom's done a great job as far as being an amazing raw food chef. She makes her food with a lot of love, and she also teaches with a lot of love. She teaches on taraw.com, ta/raw.com, where she gives you free recipes, and she has videos on how you can make raw food yourself.
I think that's the key. The key is everyone comes up with a story about why you can't do something or why it's not possible, but if your intention and your love and your passion for doing something is strong, then it will happen wherever, whenever, and I think that's something we can all learn from.
Absolutely. I've definitely learned a lesson myself. Yeah.
All right, Carl, well, thanks for giving us your time. And
thank you. It's always nice to see you.
We'll stop by soon again.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.